Welcome to another episode here on my YouTube channel. My name is Tom with the call sign Lima Bravo 6 Quebec Juliet. Today I want to talk to you a little bit serious about a topic that our radio amateurs are usually not talking that much about. And it starts with W. And the more and more time goes, the more and more we are actually involved into this different topics, and we must allow ourselves to talk about it even though if we don't like about it. But our hobby is for the most part based upon sharing knowledge and also help each other when we do need help. It's one of the core fundamental part of our hobby is to do so. And it can be sharing and giving away stuff can be done in multiple ways. It can even be done with giving out equipment for new hams that does not have a budget at all. Basically, a very experienced ham or club just giving out a little bit of equipment to a new ham because they don't use the equipment, but that's very useful for a new ham. That is sharing, and that's what I do like. Because I got help during the development of my radio amateur license school, in that sense. Well, I call it radio school. But also, after I became a ham operator, I got access to people that knows about equipment. I also got equipment from people. I got two Baofeng radio and also got one TNC that I got for absolutely free. So, and paying it forward, which is the title of this video, is very, very important, especially when people are in need. I came over a post on the NRRL's webpage today about a ham that has a license but had to flee his countries because of, well, you kind of know why. I'm not saying names here. Because it's a little bit fragile to talk about it, especially among hams. But we must allow ourselves to talk about it. And he was looking for radio equipment, and he wanted to become a member of NRL, and he was looking for a simple but a functional radio, and all he had was $400. And I'm sitting here in sort of like disbelief that type of situation has reached my boundaries when it comes to this hobby. Because usually we only see this type of stuff in the news. And that's pretty much all we do. We see that in the news. And usually don't care about it in that sense. But the more and more I'm thinking about it, the more and more I'm thinking about what can I do to help him. And I think more radio amateurs should help him out a little bit. It doesn't have to be much. If you can do $5, then you do $5. But I think it's important to find a way how we can make it safely. I thought about what can I do for this guy, and I said to myself, well, I could donate. I don't want to donate equipment because, well, I don't necessarily have much equipment. I do have one Baofeng radio that I don't use, but I kind of need that too. But I'm thinking about, is there any other people that is in contact with this person? Apparently, there is a club here in Norway. If you know what I'm talking about, go into the post and just find there, and you will see some people that has been putting up a small fund on their own, and they are donating within their own club, and they are trying to find a way how they can transfer the money in a safe way without transporting the money out to an offshore account. And I got in contact with a person in that club that can do that. Or at least they are collecting donation, and then they are now trying to figure out how they can transfer the money to him. So I donated, I don't have much, but I donated $50. So it is a $50 start. And if a lot of people are donating like $50, then he would have instant affordable access to a radio. Because if you have license and you don't have radio, then you cannot talk. That's just how our hobby works. You gotta have a radio, man. I have radio, and if he doesn't have radio, then he cannot talk. That's just the way how it works. So I wanted to do my little part to help him out just a little bit. Paying it forward is important. I cannot do several $1,000s, it's just impossible. But I can do a little bit. And I think that's important for each one of us on what we can do. Because it kind of affects us. He's sitting down in South alone without a radio. It doesn't make any sense. He had a radio, apparently it's a Texan 600. Apparently it's a radio where you can only listen to it. But no. What are you gonna do? Listen to a football game or something? Nope, not in my house. So yeah, I think I did my part. Now I want to share about that experience. And if you can, go into that post, reach out. Do you have a radio that you don't use anymore? And I kind of agree to one of the comment there. Just go through the comment, but there's one thing I'm agreed to, is that don't sell him equipment that you don't send him, or like donate equipment or sell him equipment for a high price that not even you would use. You gotta be a little bit okay equipment. Can one do work on a fully working tube radio? Yeah, you can do it. Do you have an antenna that he could have, like a dipole that you have a spare around that you could just send them? A little bit for free, actually. That would be nice too. If you have a roll of RJ58, or do you have UHF plugs like SL239, PL259? Yeah. Then send it to him. He is there on the Facebook group. Doesn't have to be much. Only a little bit. And if he receive equipment, then he will be able to talk on the air like every one of us, and that could actually benefit because he has contact in his own country, so he can exchange stories on what is going on there. So I don't know where I want to be with this video, but I think I've been talked enough here. So I think this will be it for this episode. You know what to do. If you like the episode, just thumbs up or thumbs down, and subscribe and like. Yeah, definitely help me in the future. And with that, I'm saying goodbye. Bye bye.